Alright, we're back, Mudgets. That took longer than expected, and by that I mean it's the next day now. It seems to be a reoccurring trend, but it's because the landscaping took like several hours, and then by that point I was tired and I just kind of chilled for the rest of the day and then slept. So, we're resuming now. So yeah, I think I already read this dialogue, so let's just keep going. However, noble phantasms are miracles that need to be activated by stating their true name, so it's not something that they can use easily. It's activated just by saying the weapon's name. Right. Why would that mean it can't be used easily? Hey now, if you know the name of the weapon, you can also tell which hero the servant is. The hero and his weapon come as a set, so once you know the name of the weapon, you naturally know the name of the owner. If that happens, you know every strength and weakness of that servant. Naruhodo. That certainly seems true. Saber did work out Lancer's identity after he used his noble phantasmer. Something like Ireland's Child of Light? I predicted that shit. So if I summarize this, Seravanto are separated into classes, each of them a heroic spirit suited to their class. These heroic spirits hide their identity, and their weapons are their greatest trump card, but they cannot readily use them since they reveal their identity. That concludes this lecture on servants. Be sure to tune in next time to my podcast at penismacaque.com. Okay, you should... You should learn the details if you read that book. Yeah, you should really fucking read, Shiro, you fucking loser. Just read, dog. Who the fuck doesn't know? So take a look at it when you have the time. If you get used to it, you should be able to identify the servant from intuition without the book. Saying that, Tosaka stands up. Well then, I'm heading home. Peace, pussy! Thanks. I look up at Tosaka, was about to leave. Alright. So don't take this the wrong way, even though we're cooperating right now. In our position, we will eventually have to fight. Once all the masters are dead, or even if they are alive, this fact will not change. So it'll be easier if you don't think of me as human, Emiya-kun. He's not gonna take that. He's not gonna think of her as a non-human. He thought of Saber as a human, and technically Saber is a non-human. So, if he thinks of his servant as a normal human, in that sense that's just superior to him, he's definitely going to regard Tosaka as a human, so that was useless to say, but hey, whatever. Clearly stating our position, Tosaka-rin-chan goes home. And Shiro contemplates eating her ass. Is it because Tosaka went home and my tension disappeared? Fuck, I feel like my boner is receded into my body. My body feels dull, so I lay down in the living room. Oh my god, I starve off the returning nausea by lying on my side. The clock ticks in the silent room. Tick-tock. Fight between masters, huh? I still don't understand what that is. The only thing I'm sure of it is that it's beyond me. It would feel more real if I had more interest in the Holy Grail. It's probably because it literally fucking blew up your entire city and killed everyone and created your biggest traumatic experience. I mean, I would feel disgusted by it too in that sense. A grail said to make wishes come true. I don't know what kind of thing it is, but it's an artifact that can even summon things called Seravanto. It might not go as far as granting any wish, but it should have more than enough value for any Mudgets to want it. But still, I'm not interested in it. Huh, I wonder why. It's true that I'm dubious about its reality, but accepting that easy way to reach a goal feels like cheating myself. Holy fucking V8. Okay. And the worst aspect of this thing is that the selection method is a battle. But this is a fight for a single chair. No matter what your expectations are, as long as you enter it, you can't survive unless you defeat your enemies. And depending on your methods, defeating other masters might result in harm to innocent people. That's why. Yorokobe miyashiro, ho ho! My reason for fighting is not to win the Holy Grail War. Kimi no nozomiya. Your wish will finally come true. It is to stop those that would try to win it by any means possible. People like Kotomine, Tire. I feel dizzy again. It's only natural. Even if it appears to be back to normal. My body was almost split in half a few hours ago. There's no way this sickness would go away quickly. Down with the sickness. It seems more likely that it'll continue for the rest of my life. Because I was almost killed 3 times in one day. Yep. If someone weak joins a battle, it's natural for him to get killed 3 times in one day. Shit, people die when they are killed, but I guess the laws of life don't apply to me. I'm such a badass. As compensation for my lack of strength, I almost lost my body. And she was wounded, protecting me. Holy crap. How can I live with myself? I can never let this down. I get up. Oh yeah, her! What am I doing? I totally forgot about her because Tosaka was here. Now I unconsciously avoided thinking about her. Coward. I have been avoiding recalling the girl who was wounded because of me. The one that was bleeding miserably because of me. Tosaka didn't say the most important thing, but it wasn't her responsibility to. Shit, I should really accept responsibility for my own actions. Quit running, coward! I pull my resting body together and stand up. Tosaka didn't say anything about Saber. She said she and Saber brought me here, but she said nothing more. The fact I need to know most, if she, the wounded one by Bazaka, is not alright, or not. Well, that's your responsibility to make sure, Shiro. Get up. Gah. I look through the house, bearing the dizziness. I look around where someone could be. All the guest rooms, but I cannot find Saber. It's weird, she's in that outfit, so you'd think it'd be easy to find her. There's no sign of the brave, armor-clad Saber anywhere around the house. Tosaka said servants can become spirits, but I can't do that. No, first of all, they say I'm a master, but just how am I a master? I don't understand who she is nor how she exists. This is like a new soldier being given a tank. Bushka. That low-key sounded Russian. Alright, that's right. Even if you give a guy that has only old guns a brand new weapon, he won't know how to use it. I complain. Well, the lucky thing is this tank has an autopilot function. Even if the driver is terrible, the tank will fight on its own. Angry at my thoughts, I hit my head against the wall. Shit! Why didn't they implement this in Mustangs? If it was only implemented in the Mustangs sooner, maybe they wouldn't crash into crowds! This shocking revelation sweeps my mind. How rotten of me. Idiot! That was such an impolite complaint. Truly, I'd be more respectful to Mustang owners, but they've crashed into so many crowds, I just can't find the means to do so, I'm sorry. I apologize to the blonde-haired girl in my head. Now I feel like I have to find her and confirm her safety. She's not here either. I searched throughout the house. It's a big house, but I didn't play hide and seek here with Fujina as a kid for nothing. I know the efficient way to search this place. If I haven't found her after searching this much, then... The yard, the shed, or... Could it be there are several possibilities, but I don't even consider the possibility that she's not even here anymore. She said she would protect me, so I don't think she would leave this place. Maybe. It suddenly hits me. Not the house, the yard, nor the shed where we first met. Come to think of it, there is another large building in this place. She must be there. I hurry. I head to the dojo, separated from the main building. I'm a bit tense. If she's not here, I will have to admit that she's gone. That makes me realize this inconsistency. The inconsistency, even though I know nothing about her. I want her to stay. I love her. I fucking love you. Saber-san. A wooden floored room with nothing unnecessary, a dojo built only to train oneself in this silent place, in the faint sunlight. The beautiful Saber-san rests. She is sitting there, naturally. A space filled with tranquility. The sunlight shining in is white, and it makes her and the dojo into one. I can see nothing amiss in her dignified posture. Just by sitting there, she stiffens the air in the dojo, and my penis, but there's nothing cold about it. It's because her figure is so pure it makes me forget even about the cold winter air. Even the sound of my breath is a nuisance. The girl sitting Japanese style in the corner of the dojo is definitely the girl from last night. The girl who appeared just before I was killed by Lanza, and the girl that mercilessly slashed him with her sword. Her golden hair that was reflecting the blue moonlight is now one with the warm sunlight. That really makes me remember. This is exactly what I felt when I first saw her. The girl, clad in armor, slashing her sword to silently overwhelm her opponent. I wasn't surprised by how out of world that scene was. It doesn't matter what she's wearing. It probably wouldn't change even if she was covered in mud. The girl that moved me deeply is still in front of me. That is why I forget even to breathe and continue to stare at her. Forgetting about Mastas, the Holy Grail War, and everything. In this instant, I have completely accepted Saber. 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 I do not know how long it was. Saber opens her eyes, as if she awakens from sleep. Oh. My disappointed voice echoes loudly through the dojo. Saber stands up, perhaps not noticing the sound. Noticing the sound, my bad. I walk towards her, still not knowing what to say. You are awake, Shiro. A calm voice. Her voice echoing through the dojo as if permeating it is surprisingly suited to this place. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, I just got up. I answer with a dull head. Shiro, you seem pale. Are you feeling ill? The golden-haired girl approaches me. No! I'm feeling really good. I quickly step back to get away from Saber. Looking away from Saber, who is tilting her head, questioningly, I calm down my pounding heart. Ochitsuke. What am I so tense about? I take a deep breath, but it doesn't seem to die down quickly. In fact, I don't think it ever will. My man's is attracted to that old school type, what would that outfit be? It's not like a maid outfit. It's kind of like, not really a shrine. Yeah, it is kind of like a shrine maiden outfit. Not like I don't know how to explain it, but you see like these, like older kind of Onesan characters in these anime, and then they like live in sort of a traditional Japanese style house like this, and they like have the broom. Like I have a figure of Saber in it. I don't think it's this outfit. It's the actual shrine maiden one. She has like a broom. It's kind of similar to that type of getup. Good example would be, I believe her name was like Miyu or something, and Sekirei. She's the purple-haired girl that pretty much owns the house that the main character Minato stays in. She has the broom, and she's like, oh, la, la. But not the Kazehana who does that. You know who I'm talking about. You've seen Sekirei. Kind of reminds me of that type of getup. Anyway, I complain without meaning to. That getup is clean though. So, yeah. Saber's clothes have changed dramatically since yesterday. She's wearing normal clothes, completely unlike her armor. It's rather unexpected, and I'm troubled by it. Yes, my penis is fully erect. She's terribly beautiful. I thought I figured that out yesterday, but it really hits me now. Perhaps her armor looks so surreal that I didn't notice yesterday, but if she dresses like a girl, oh my god, I just can't contain it myself. As a healthy guy, I'm truly troubled. Shiro. I tense up the moment our eyes meet. But I didn't look for her so as to not talk to her. I'm troubled, but I can't stay quiet forever. It's Saber, right? This will be the first time we sit down and talk, but I make up my mind and talk to her. And then... Shiro, before that, there's something I would like to tell you about last night. What would you like to tell me, Miss Saber? She interrupts my words with a sullenness that makes her earlier calmness seem like an illusion. Alright, what is it? Alright, it's about last night. You are my master. It is troubling if you take such an action. Battle is my work. You must concentrate on... Yeah, you must concentrate on... Battle is my work, so you must concentrate on your role. If you go and die in vain yourself, there's no way I can protect you. Saber says so clearly. I'll be back in 1 second, though. Alright, I'm back, sorry. Okay. That makes the tension I was feeling vanish. What do you mean? You would have been slashed if I didn't do that. In that case, I would have just died. It was not something you should have been hurt for. I will repeat myself. Please do not take such an action again. There is no need for my master to protect me, and there is no reason for that either. She speaks plainly. She is speaking so practically that... What? Don't be stupid. You don't need a reason to save a girl. I reply unconsciously. Maybe she was surprised at being yelled at, but she pauses for a moment, as if I've done something unexpected, and then she stares at me with indescribable dignity. I back up a bit, being stared at. Her look makes me realize that I've said something really out of place, and it embarrasses me. Anyway, I'm grateful that you brought me home. I'll thank you for that. You are welcome. It is natural for a servant to protect her master, but I'm happy to be thanked. You are very polite. No, I'm not polite. More importantly, there's something I need to clarify right now. It's something I should have asked right after I got home yesterday. If she is really my servant, and if she is really taking part in this war... Going back to our conversation, Saber, or I'll ask formally, but can I call you Saber? Yes, since I have formed the contract with you as a servant, I am your sword. I will follow your orders, defeat your enemies, and protect you. Saber says so without the slightest hesitation. There's no room for me to question her about it. Oh shit. Anyway. I can't say it was by pure accident. No, first of all, I didn't even summon her. She just appeared when I was in danger and saved me with her own decision. The result is the situation we are in. I became Saber's master and I was dragged into this thing called the Holy Grail War. Not one bit of it was my intention. I'm just an amateur mudgets that was dragged into this battle beyond my abilities. I already convinced myself that I have to fight. I can't complain now. I shake my head lightly and stop whining. That's it. I said I will fight, so I cannot even talk about running away. This will be the last time I will talk or think about whining. No matter how the decision came, I have decided to fight.
シロ。
いや、なんでもない。けど、セイバー、俺についても勝ち目は薄いぞ。俺は遠坂みたいに知識も力もないから、明日にでも昨日みたいなことになりかねない。
それは戦う意志がないということですか。
戦う意志はある。ただ、賞賛がないから、そんな俺についていいのかって言いたいんだ。経過はどうあれ、これは俺が始めると決めた戦いだ。だから。
I think it's wrong for someone to get hurt in my place, even though I'm weak, making Saber fight, and I can't stand letting a scene like that happen again.
私のマスターはあなたです、シロ。これはどうあっても変わらない。サーバントにマスターを選ぶ自由はないのですから。
That's true. That's why Saber is my servant right now. Then I should try my best not to burden her too much.
それじゃあ、俺はお前のマスターでいいんだな。
ええ。ですがシロ、私のマスターに敗北は許さない。あなたに賞賛がなければ私が作る。可能であるすべての手段を用いて、あなたには聖杯を手に入れてもらいます。
To obtain the Holy Grail, huh? Tosaka said servants also have a wish they want granted, so Saber must be no exception. That is why she has no doubts. But that means...
可能であるすべての手段と言ったな。それは勝つためには手段を選ばないってことか。例えば力を得るために人を襲うとか。
I cannot finish. Saber is looking at me like I'm an enemy.
それは可能である手段ではありません。私が許す行為しかできない。自分を裏切ることは私には不可能です。ですが、マスターが命じるのであれば従うしかありません。その場合、私に踏み入る代償として、その刻印を一ついただくことになりますが。
Yes, but I must obey if you order so. In that case, you will have to use one of your command spells to compensate for treading inside me. And I can only do those things I will allow myself to do, and I won't betray my beliefs. It's a nice oath to hurt those who are unarmed. It is against the ninth, so... I'm overwhelmed by her angered voice. But still, I'm happy and relieved. Her lack of doubt gave her the image of a cold fighting machine, but I know now that she is not a cold-blooded killer. Yeah, I won't let you do such a thing. As you say, we have to do our best with what we can do. I'm really sorry I insulted you without realizing it.
いえ、私もマスターの意図がつかめずに早合点してしまいました。シロは悪くないのですから、頭を上げてくれませんか?
No, I jumped to a hasty conclusion without knowing your intentions. You are not at fault, so please raise your head. Huh? Oh, sorry, I apologized without realizing it. I raised my head. I don't know what's funny, but Saber has a small smile on her face. Well, I'm glad she's smiling, so I won't ask her about it. No, I forgot to tell you. I said we'll do whatever we can, right? As one measure, I've decided to cooperate with Tosaka for a while. Remember Archer's master who you were with for a while yesterday?
そうですね。確かにそれは賢明な判断です。シロがマスターとして成熟するまで、彼女には教わるものがあるでしょう。
You mean Rin? I see. That is certainly an intelligent choice. There will be many things you can learn from her until you become a suitable master. Thank God. If Saber agrees, I can proudly cooperate with Tosaka. The only other thing I need to ask her right now is... Which heroine is Saber? Is she alright? Where did you get those clothes? Now, I don't know exactly how much it was. I think it's like 10 or 11 or something, but to really get the true ending for the Saber route, you have to get a certain amount of these things called Saber points. And I know for a fact, if you ask her where did she get her clothes, you get one. So we're going to just do that right now. Also, which heroine is Saber? I don't know. Like, you could ask that. Is she alright? I feel like this is the most entertaining answer too, so even without knowing that this gives me +1 Saber point, I think I'd choose this anyway. Just because he was so intrigued by the clothes, it just seems like the best thing to go with, so let's go with that. It should be about those clothes of hers. And plus, this seems like the best way to progress the romance anyway, so let's get it. By the way, Saber, I want to ask you something. Yes, what is it? Where did you get where did you get those clothes? I was surprised that you were wearing something different from yesterday. Actually, I'm still surprised. There's something Rin has prepared for me. Since I cannot turn into spirit form, she gave me these so that I would not attract attention. Oh, I see. What about them? Yeah, he gets embarrassed. What about them? I try to say they look good on her, but I stop myself. Pussy, just tell her! If I said such a thing, I'd blush red as a tomato. Pussy, tell her! Shiro. Well, yesterday, yesterday's armor. Yeah, I was wondering about what happened to the armor you were wearing yesterday. You do not need to worry about it. I have control of when I wear the armor, so I have it off while I am wearing these clothes. That armor is woven by my magical energy. I can call it forth as it is needed. I can only sigh in admiration. Anyways, it is true that she would draw attention in her armor. So with the way Saber is dressed now, I should be able to persuade people in the neighborhood that she is a relative of Kiritsugu. Well, I would have to do so anyway. And then, I hear the sound of something. It's kind of ironic though, because she actually does have a connection to him. I always found that ironic because this was a thing in the anime too, and yeah. And then I hear the sound of something heavy falling at the door. Huh? I turn around wondering what it was. There. Is Tosaka with a big bag at her feet? Huh? I'm like saying huh too, what the fuck? I thought you left. My mind freezes. Tosaka, who supposedly went home, is at my dojo, and she's wearing normal clothes for some reason. And why does she have that big bag? Huh? What are you here for, Tosaka? Yeah, I forgot she comes and moves in. She looks cute in this pose right here. Holy, in her normal clothes? That's elite right there. I just went to go get my stuff from my house. It's natural since I'll be living here from now on. Live? You mean you living in my house? Sass master. Cute. Beautiful. Holy. Anyway, that's what cooperation means. What did you think our talk was about earlier? I'm so surprised I can't speak. Something I have to say back. I have something to say. I have to say something back, or something terrible is going to happen, but my head will not function. Yeah, because the blood is going somewhere else, bro. I feel it. Where's my room? If you don't have one prepared, I'll choose one myself. Still, the unexpected invader mercilessly continues the discussion. Hold on, isn't this bad morally? Look, Tosaka is the idol at my school. Just having her in my house will cause panic, so having her live here would be crazy, and Fujine would kill me, or maybe she's planning to drive me insane to reduce the number of masters. Oh, why don't you prepare a room for her as well? Your servant takes up space, unlike my archer, so you should give her a place to sleep. Well, if just one bed is no problem for you, then I wouldn't mind. Wait, that means sleeping in the same bed, right?
するかバカ。人が黙ってると思って何言い出すんだよお前。そんなことするわけないだろ。セイバーは女の子じゃないか。
Christian server mode activate. Of course I won't. What are you saying? While I'm not saying anything, I wouldn't do such a thing. Saber is a girl.
論点が違うけど、まあいっか。ですってセイバー。
You're missing the point, but oh well. That's what Shiro says, Saber.
シロは女の子と同じ部屋は嫌だってさ。
He said he doesn't like to be in the same room with a girl. They misinterpreted his point. Not moving, Saber makes a difficult face.
困りますシロ。サーバントはマスターを守護するもの。睡眠時は最も警護すべき対象なのですから。同じ部屋でなければ守れない。
This is gold. That is not good, Shiro. Servants are to protect their masters. The hours of sleep are the most crucial time for protecting you, so I cannot protect you unless I am in the same room.
そんなこと言われてもこっちはもっと困る。何考えてんだお前ら。それでも女か。
I'm in more trouble, even if you say that. What are you thinking? Are you two really girls? Why? Why are you two looking at me silently like that?
サーバントはサーバント。人間扱いする必要はないけどね。シロにそんなこと言っても無駄か。
Savanto are Savanto. So there's no need to treat them as humans, but I guess it's useless to tell Shiro that. My mouth about to protest stops. The weird feeling I had when talking with Tosaka in the living room returns. Actually, I figured out the cause of this feeling. The blood in my body is being diverted away from my brain. Hold on, Tosaka. Since when did you start calling me by my name?
あれ、そうだった？意識してなかったから割と前からそうなってたんじゃない？
Oh, I am? I wasn't really conscious of it, so it must have been a while ago. It was. I think you've been calling me that for a while.
そう。嫌なら気をつけるけど、シロは嫌なの？
I see. I'll be careful if you don't like that, but you don't like that? Nah, he does. He does. Tosaka says so plainly without realizing what I'm feeling. Jeez, it's like you said, Issei. I think Tosaka Rin really is a devil. The devil. He is a real devil. Fine, call me whatever you like. I don't care. Whichever you prefer is fine. Really? Then I'll do that. These two are like teaming up on him, dog. They're tag teaming my boy. Save my man, Shiro. Rin, please do not end the conversation. We have not come up with a solution to the matter of the room for Shiro and I.
けど、シロがこの様子だと相部屋は難しいわね。サーバントを人間扱いしてもいいことなんてないけど、シロが嫌だって言うんだから諦めたら？
Oh, of course, of course. It'll be hard to stay in the same room with Shiro acting like that. There's no point in treating a servant like a human, but why don't you give up since Shiro doesn't want it?
それは違う。シロは困ると言っただけで嫌だとは言っていない。
That is incorrect. Shiro only said it would trouble him, and he did not say he did not want it. That evil look and voice. Well, then what do you say, Shiro? I wish they would give me a choice here. Hold on. Why, after only a day, does she keep calling me Shiro like I'm a cat she found? No, that's not the problem. But Saber's room is.
Shiro, もう一度聞きます。睡眠中の警護はサーバントの役割です。
Shiro, I'll ask you again.
自分の立場は分かっていると思いますが。
It is a servant's duty to guard you while you sleep. I believe you understand your position as a master. Even if you glare at me like that, I can't do it. Why can't you just let me choose, man? I ain't gonna be a bitch. Come on. No, I'll prepare a separate room for Saber. I'll try to prepare one as close to mine as possible, so please be happy with that. Scaring me won't work. As a man, I won't surrender to you on this. Saber, you should understand your situation better.
ですから私はサーバントとしてマスターを守護しようと。
Huh? That is why I'm trying to protect my master as a servant.
そうじゃなくて自分のことだっての。もうわからないな。
This is the most dastardly evil tag team of all time. Just look at the way they're looking at him. You have the good cop over here, the voice of reason, and then you have the bad cop right here, the voice of sass, looking at you like that. Like, this is impossible for him to win here. No, I mean about yourself, jeez. If you don't understand, that's fine. If you say any more, I'll make you obey using my command spell. I breathe out hard and intimidate Saber.
そのようなことで令状を使われては困る。3つしかない命令権を自分を守るななどということに使われては先が見えない。
It is troubling if you use your command spell for such a thing. Our future is doomed if you use one of those 3 rights to order me not to protect you.
そうね。間違いなくそんなマスターはシローが最初で最後でしょ。
Yeah, I'm sure Shiro would be the first and the last master to do that. Don't be stupid if I don't want to use it for this either.
わかりました。マスターの方針に従います。ですが、敵に襲われた時はどうするのです。アサシンなどは気配なく標的に忍び寄ってくる。そういった時、私が駆けつけるまでにシローは自分を守れるのですか？
I understand. I will follow my master's plan. But what will you do when you are attacked by an enemy? Servants such as Asashin will come and will close in without letting their presence become known. In such cases, will you be able to protect yourself until I arrive? Well, I can't claim I'll manage. I was able to against Lancer, but that luck won't repeat itself.
それはありえないわね。この屋敷には外敵が侵入すると警報が鳴る結界が張ってある。襲撃は避けられないけど、奇襲ならすぐに察知できるわ。
That would be impossible.
シローが襲われる前に駆けつけられるだろうし。セイバーは好きな部屋に陣取ればいいんじゃない？
This house has a boundary field that alerts us if an enemy enters. We won't be able to avoid a raid, but we should be able to detect a surprise attack. In that case, you would be able to protect him before he was attacked. So you can just go ahead and stay in a room you like.
それは確かにそうですが、しかし。
That is certainly true, but...
なんならシローの部屋の隣でいいじゃない。一緒の部屋でなければいいんでしょ、エミヤ君は。
How about next to Shiro's room? You're fine if she's not in your room, right, Emiya-kun? She pronounces the Emiya-kun ostentatiously. Tosaka. That's just sophistry, right? You know. Sophistry. Sophistry? It's just fucking sophistry, sophistication, for RxD. It's a sound argument because I'm making it for your sake. Well, which room should I choose? Yes, Tosaka walks to the house with her bag as if telling us the conversation is over. She looks cheerful like a student picking her room on a field trip. Saber is dumbfounded, astonishing. Her actions are so selfish, we just see her off with blank amazement. Goat. We return to the main building. First of all, I should show her around the house so she can choose her own room.
裏側に回ると今とか風呂とかそういった共通施設に出る。で、縁側をずっと歩いてあっちの別棟に行くと客間がある。遠坂はどうもそっちに行ったみたいだな。
This is the Japanese-styled room. The backside has common rooms like the living room and the bathroom. And if you follow the open corridor to the outbuilding, you reach the guest rooms. It looks like Tosaka went that way. I explain as I walk. Saber follows me silently without nodding. I'm sure if she's listening or not. I'm not sure if she's listening or not. The map of the house is fine. Where is Shiro's room? My room is this way. It's somewhere back there. Then please guide me that way. I must talk to you privately.
内密に話
Talk to me privately. So she doesn't want Tosaka to hear it. Tosaka is in the outbuilding, so I think this place is okay, but she is a master after all. Someone could overhear us, so the open corridor is no place to talk secretly.
ほら、ここが俺の部屋。
Here, this is my room.
これがシロの部屋ですか？
What? This is Shiro's room? Saber is surprised the moment she walks in.
どうした？セイバーをびっくりさせるようなものなんかないと思うけど。
What? I don't think there's anything that should be too surprising.
いえ、びっくりさせるようなものがないというより、何もないではないですか？
No, there's nothing here to surprise
本当
me.
にここがあなたの部屋なのですか？シロ。
As there's nothing here. Is this really your room, Shiro?
セイバーを騙して俺に得なんかないだろう。ここには寝に帰ってくるだけだし、物がないのは当たり前だ。
There's no point in lying to you. I only come here to sleep, so it's natural there's nothing here.
そうですか。意外でした。シロはもっと雑多な人となりだと思っていましたから。
I see. I was surprised. I thought you were a more assorted person. Saber enters the Japanese-styled room and touches the wall to check the feel of it. It is a soft gesture, as if she understands the object's memory just by touching it.
よかった。寂しい部屋ですが、無下に扱われているわけではない。殺風景ですが、ここはここで暖かい場所なのですね。
I'm relieved. This is a desolate room, but that does not mean it is treated badly. This is a simple but warm place.
暖かい？ああ、まあそうかな。屋敷の作りなのか、この部屋って夏は涼しく冬は暖かなんだ。親父もいい部屋を取ったななんて感心してたし。
Warm? Well, I guess so. I don't know if it's how the house is built, but this place is cool during the summer and warm during the winter. My father always said I took the good room.
ええ。部屋は持ち主の心象ですから。シロの心のあり方に不安を覚えましたが、これなら今までの印象とそう変わりはしないでしょう。
Yes, the room is the reflection of its owner, so I was worried about your spirit. But this will not change my impression of you now. Saber says with relief, but I don't understand what she wants to say.
それで、内緒の話ってなんだよ、セイバ
So, what did you want to talk privately about?
2つあります。そのどちらもシロと私だけの隠し事にしたいのですが、いいですね。
So, okay. I have two things. Both are something I would like to keep a secret between us.
ー。いや、セイバーがそうしたいって言うんなら構わないけど、できれば先に内容を言ってくれ。いい話か悪い話か判断がつかない。
Well, I don't mind if you say so, but tell me what it's about. I can't tell if it's something good or bad.
どちらも悪い話です。少なくとも他のマスターには知られたくはない。
They are both bad. At the very least, it is something I don't want the other masters finding about. Judging by her expression, the bad thing must be our weakness.
そうか。話の趣旨は分かった。真剣に聞くから言ってくれ。
I see. I know what you mean. I'll listen seriously, so go ahead.
はい。まず一つ目。召喚されたサーバントの最初の義務なのですが、これを果たせないことを許してほしい。
Yes, first of all, I would like you to forgive me for not being able to accomplish the first obligation of a servant.
サーバントの最初の義務？
The first obligation of a servant?
自身が何者であるかをマスターに告げるというものです。リンから聞いてはいませんか？
To tell you of my identity. Have you not heard about it from Rin? Oh, this is interesting because when I asked her where she got her clothes, that makes the first option useless because she tells me her identity anyway without me even asking for it. So fucking bravo. To tell you of my identity. Have you not heard about it from Rin?
何者であるか告げる。あ、セイバーの本当の名前のことか。
Tell me your identity. Oh, you mean your real name. Servants are heroic spirits. Their identities are heroes, famous in every age. They hide their true identities and the scope of their power with their class names. A servant's real name is something that should be kept hidden. But it is also something the master must know, because if one does not know which hero the servant is, he does not know the servant's potential. Master and servant are one. They won't be able to fight fully if one keeps a secret from the other. Well, that's just how it would be if I were a normal master. If I knew Saber's real name, I wouldn't be able to come up with an effective plan. Most of all, I don't care about it. Well, I'm fine with that, but why?
私なりに考えた結果です。いかにシローが私の神名を隠そうとしても、シローから知識を奪う術は多くあるでしょう。
This is what I believe is for the best. No matter how hard you try to hide my name, there are ways to take the information from you.
シローの魔術抵抗はそう高くありませんから、敵が優れた術者ならば、精神介入もたやすい。敵の魔術にかかれば、あなたの意志に反して私の神名が明かされてしまう。
Since your magical resistance is not high, mental intervention would be simple if the enemy was a superior Mudgets. I would like to prepare for that and not have my real name within your knowledge.
なるほど、そりゃそうだ。暗示をかけられたら一発だもんな。いいよ、そういうことなら秘密にしておいてくれ。
Oh, I see, that's right. I would give it right away if they use suggestion on me. Alright, keep it a secret in that case. Okay, never mind, she's not gonna tell me. Makes more sense.
もっとも、私自身はそう高名なものではありません。バーサーカーに比べれば、数段ランクは落ちるでしょうし、知られたところでどうということはないでしょうが。
I don't know, you're pretty famous, man. Don't be too humble, but it helps me if you say that. But then again, I am not someone that famous. I should be a few ranks below Berserker and Bazaka, and it would not do too much even if my name were revealed. Saber murmurs in regret. That's a bit unexpected. Saber has some human characteristics, and she regrets being inferior to Berserker. Bazaka.
切り札は隠しておいてこそ切り札だろ。マスターがこんなだからさ。セイバーが工夫しようとしているのはわかるよ。
Isn't that alright? A trump is a trump because it's hidden. I think you meant to say trump card, but whatever. Same thing. Your master is weak like this, so I understand that you have to try everything.
それとバーサーカーだけど、あれは反則だろう。
And Bazaka, he's
セイ
unfair.
バーが落ち込むことはないし、それに俺から見たらセイバーは全然負けてない。あんな傷を負ってたのに、真正面から打ち合ってたじゃないか。
There's nothing to be ashamed of, and from my point of view, you aren't inferior. You had that big wound, yet you were exchanging blows straight on.
そうですね。昨夜不覚を取りましたが、傷が癒えれば違った結果になるでしょう。
You were right, I suffered defeat last night, but the result should be different once my wound heals.
だろ？よし。
だろ？
一つ目の話はこれで終わり。
Right? Okay then, that's the end of the first matter.
二つ目の話っていうのは？
What's the second one about?
ええ、それなのですが、おそらくこれはもう私たちでは解決できないことです。
Yes, about that. This is not something, probably not something that we can solve.
私たちサーバントはマスターからの魔力提供によって体を維持する。だからこそサーバントはマスターを必要とするのですが。
We servants maintain our body using the magical energy transferred from our masters. That is why servants require a master, but oh fuck. Hell no. The fucking I'm tossing my phone to the side, dog. The Siri was like picking that up and she was about to talk. Fuck that shit. Hell no. Alright, we servants maintain our body using the magical energy transferred from our masters. That is why servants require a master, but... I'm an incomplete master, so I don't have enough magical energy for you to maintain your body?
違います。たとえ少量でもマスターから魔力が流れてくるのなら問題はないのです。ですが、シローからは全く魔力の提供がありません。
No, it is not a problem if I receive even a small amount of magical energy from you. But I'm not receiving any magical energy from you. The spiritual connection we ought to have is not present. So that means I, as the gasoline, am not sending any fuel for Saber to work as an engine. Saber, that's... Alright, so there's another way to solve this. Young heir, young Oge. XD. Alright, anyway. It is not your fault. I believe something happened during my summoning. Some fault occurred, and the line that should have connected was not connected. So we're gonna have to connect a new line. If you know what I mean. Alright, some problem during the summoning. When Saber appeared, it wasn't anything like a summoning. It was just an accident. Since she was summoned like that, it'd be strange if there weren't anything wrong with her.
それじゃどうなるんだ。魔力を回復できないってことは、セイバーはすぐに消えてしまうのか。
Hold on, then what's going to happen? Since you can't replenish your magical energy, will you disappear?
私が持つ魔力を使い切れば、この世界に留まることはできなくなるでしょう。
Yes, if I use up the magical energy I have, I will not be able to stay in this world.
召喚されてから、すでに3回の戦闘を行いました。
I've battled 3 times already since my summoning.
私の治癒能力も蘇生魔術ですから、傷を負えば魔力の消費も早くなる。そうですね。昨夜までで成熟した魔術師10人分の魔力は消費したでしょう。
My healing ability is a regeneration magic, so magical energy consumption will increase if I take damage. Let me see, I used up about 10 mature Muggies worth of magical energy last night. I'm astonished. Magical energy is reduced every time she fights, and there's no way to restore it. If she already used up that much magical energy, how much longer can she stay in this world?
分かってもらえましたか、マスター。
Do you understand, Master?
そのため、私は少しでも魔力の消費を抑えなければならない。供給がないのなら、あとは睡眠することで魔力の消費を抑えるしかありません。
So I must try to use my magical energy as little as possible. No magical energy is provided. I must sleep and suppress my magical energy usage.
睡眠。眠れば魔力は回復するのか。
Sleep? Will your magical energy replenish if you sleep?
わかりません。ですが最低でも眠っている間は魔力を使わない。
I do not know, but at the very least I will not consume any magical energy while I am asleep.
ですから、これからできる限りの睡眠を許してほしいのです。常にシロを守ることはできなくなりますが、それも勝利のためと受け入れてほしい。
So I wish for you to allow me to sleep as much as possible. I will not be able to constantly protect you. But I would like you to understand this is a necessary measure for us to win. Hey, there's one alternative, man. We'll explore that one later. I sigh with relief. Thank God, if that's all it is, I'll accept all she wants.
そんなのいいに決まってるだろ。辛くなったらセイバーは休んでいいんだ。それで少しでも長くいられるんだったらその方がずっといい。
Of course that's alright. You can rest when you get tired. If that allows you to stay longer, that's so much better.
では、今後は頻繁に眠りに入りますが、その間は決して屋敷から離れないように。遠く離れた場所でシロが襲われた場合、私はすぐに駆けつけられない。
Then I will sleep often from now on, so please do not leave the house while I am doing so. If you were attacked somewhere far from here, I will not be able to come and protect you immediately.
空間を跳躍するなら話は別ですが、そんな能力を持つサーバントは稀です。
It would be a different story if I could leap through space, but servants with such an ability are rare.
もし離れた場所で私を呼ぶのなら、0時のバックアップが必要になります。ですから、できるだけ私から離れないようにしてほしい。
To call me from a distant place would require backup from the command spell, so I would like for you to stay near me. As much as I'd like to do that, I can't nod. I can't imagine living with Saber, and most of all, I have my own life as well.
努力はする。けど本当にそれだけでいいんだな。
I'll try, but are you sure that's alright?
眠っていればその。
If you sleep, you...
問題はないでしょう。このようなことはなかったので断言はできませんが、前回も総戦闘数は7回に満たなかった。私が倒さずとも、サーバントはサーバントによって減っていくのですから。
It should not be a problem. I cannot be certain since this has never happened to me, but I did not fight even 7 times last time. Even if I do defeat them, other servants defeat other servants.
そうか。別に全員が全員とやり合わなくちゃいけないってわけじゃないんだ。うまくすれば簡単にこの戦いを終わらせることができる。
I see, so not everyone has to fight all the other servants. If all goes well, we can end this war pretty easily. The only people I am going to fight are those with inhuman attitudes. I'm sure that not all of the 7 masters are like that. Tosaka is ready to fight. but she would follow the rules of the Magi. So the 5 remaining masters, if they all have humane attitudes, I won't have to fight. Saber said she didn't even fight 7 times last time, so this time... hold on. Even fight 7 times last time.
その以前もセイバーだったのか。いや、そうじゃなくて、前回も聖杯戦争に参加してたっていうのか。
Hold on, Saber. Was it Saber too last time? No, I mean, were you in the last Holy Grail War as well?
私がこの聖杯の争いに参加するのは2度目です。
This is the second time I've participated in the Holy Grail
その
War.
時も私はセーバーでした。中には複数のクラス属性を持つ英霊もいるようですが、私はセーバーにしか該当しません。
Okay, that's a lie. Tight Moon, okay, Tight Moon fucked this up. They took this statement and they said, yeah, fuck that, we gonna make some bread. Put her in a swimsuit, Acha! Put her in, I don't fucking know, like, alter form, also Saber. Alright, put her in a Santa outfit, that's a rider, bitch! Like, they fucked this shit up. I was Saber too at the time. There are heroic spirits that attribute to several classes, but I only correspond to the class of Saber. Lies! You were also a rider and an archer. Now, because Tight Moon was like, fuck it, let's get this bread. But I wish they didn't really ruin this dichotomy. Like, I don't mind the archer Saber and the Santa Claus Saber and Fate Grand Order, but I don't know, it's like, don't go back on the lore right here. She said she only corresponds to Saber. Come on, man. It's whatever, it's not a big deal. Tosaka mentioned that out of the 7, Saber is the most powerful servant, and this girl is saying she has become that twice in a row. Then, did you remain until the end last time?
無論です。前回は今のような制約はありませんでしたから、他のサーバントに遅れを取ることもなかった。
Of course, I had no constraints last time, so I did not fall to any servants. Hey, I don't know, man. Gilgamesh kinda giving you a hard time there until you bleweth up Le Grail. But yeah, she didn't get defeated. Saber says this as if it's just something natural. That makes me realize even more that I have been given a sword I do not deserve. Jeez. Then you must be full of complaints with someone like me as your master. I only fulfill the duties given to me. If I can obtain the Holy Grail, I have no complaints about my master. I see. That's a relief, but still. She was flawless last time, but she already has suffered 2 wounds this time. In her condition, unable to replenish magical energy, she always has to think about her remaining magical energy. The results of a battle with such a burden was... that image of her covered in blood. That image is engraved in my mind. The image of a girl smaller than me, covered miserably in blood. Shiro, such regret is useless. Huh? Saber's voice brings me back. When I raise my head, Saber's expression is serious. It is not as if I suffered no defeat. I am your servant now because I did not fully win. I am used to taking wounds, so it is not something you should mourn over. Used to? Even wounds close to fatal? Yes, to wield a sword means to take injury as well. That should be the same for you too. There is no reason for just me to avoid harm. That's true, but are you saying that you don't mind getting hurt? If it does not result in death, if I die, I will not be able to protect my master. What is that? So you're saying you don't mind getting hurt to protect your master?
それがサーバントの役割ですから。
That is the role of the servant.
確かにリンの言葉は正論ですね。サーバントを人間として扱う必要などない。私たちはマスターを守るための道具です。
Rin's words are certainly
そ
correct.
れを正しく把握するべきだ。
There is no need to treat servants as humans. We are a tool to protect our master. You must understand that. Saying so, Saber walks to the sliding screen. Beyond it is the side room. This room was enough for me, so I never used it.
睡眠をとります。夕食時には起きますので、外出するのなら声をかけてください。
I will be getting some sleep. I will wake up at dinner time, so please let me know if you're going outside. She quietly opens and closes the sliding door.
私たちはマスターを守るための道具です。
We are a tool to protect our master.
それを正しく把握するべきだ。
You must understand that.
なんだそれ。
What is that? That pisses me off, but I can't call out to her, so I just consider her words in my mind. I sit on the porch and look up at the blurred sky absent-mindedly. I'm not like Saber, who went to bed already during the day, but I need to rest too. Even though my nausea has gone away, I still feel terrible, and on top of that, my shoulders are heavy for all the unexpected developments. Phew. I take a deep breath and look over the yard. I've heard what I needed to hear, but the fact that I still don't know anything doesn't change. My senpai, as a Mujits and an official master, Tosaka is...
ねえ、余ってるクッションとかない？あとビーカーと分度器。
Hey, do you have an extra cushion and a beaker and a protractor? Is intently searching my house for things.
クッションなら隣の客間のを持ってけ。
You can take the cushion in the next room.
けど、ビーカーと分度器なんて普通の家には置いてない。
But a normal household doesn't have beakers nor protractors.
は？信じられない。魔術師なら実験用具ぐらい置いておくものよ。
Huh? I can't believe it. A Mujits should always have experimental tools around. Leaving that complaint, she goes back to the outbuilding busily.
本当に本気みたいだ。
I guess she's serious. I guess it has already been decided that Tosaka is going to stay at my place. When I went over there earlier, there was a sign that said, "Remodeling in progress, do not enter," on the door of the best room in there.
別棟なら遠いし、問題はないよな。
Yeah, the outbuilding's pretty far away, so there's no problem. Just having Saber around causes some tension, so if Tosaka was near me too, I wouldn't get any peace. Anyways, there's some distance between us, even if we are connected by a hallway. It's just like a house next door, so nothing should happen unless I go there myself. Oh, but we'll see each other at meals. And we only have the one bath, so we'll have to decide how to use it. No thinking about that. Saber is a girl too, so...
バカ。何考えてんだ俺は。
Idiot, what am I thinking about? Shaking my head, I lie down in the corridor. Phew. I sigh once again and stare up at the sky. Maybe I'm tired, but doing all this makes me sleepy.
もうどうにでも。
Man, just do what you like. Becoming desperate, I close my eyes. Maybe that comment helped. I fall asleep the moment I close my eyes. Later, Saber, Tosaka, and I are in the living room. I just woke up. Saber was in this living room, and Tosaka just finished her remodeling. By the way, this was the guest room a few hours ago, and now...
シロ、あのエアコンどう使うの？
It's all old-fashioned, classical architectural pieces. And now, Shiro, how do you use the air conditioner? The scene I saw when I was called was... this. Man, how can I put this? I think I have allied with a terrible person. I can't calm down. These two are complete outsiders. I rarely have guests at this house, so that must make the situation even stranger. No, first of all, the appearances of these two don't really fit this Japanese-style house. Well, it's about 7 o'clock now. Even though we're all in the living room, all of us staying quiet like this is not good for my mental well-being.
二人とも少しいいか。今後のことで話をしておきたいんだけど。
If you two don't mind, I'd like to talk about what to do from now on.
ちょっと待って。その前に一つ決めておきたいんだけど、いいかしら。
Hold on, I want to decide on something before that, alright?
いいけど、なんだよ。
Sure. What is it?
何って夕食のことよ。シロ、ずっと一人暮らしだったのよね。
About dinner. Shiro, you live alone, right? Alone.
まあ、そういうことになるけど。
Well, yeah.
なら食事は自分で作ってきたのよね。
Then you have cooked for yourself, right?
そりゃ作るだろう。食べなくちゃ腹減るんだから。
Of course, I'll get hungry if I don't eat.
さ、なら提案なんだけど、夕食の当番は交代制にしない？これからしばらく一緒に暮らすんだし、その方が助かるでしょ？
I see, then I have a proposal. How about we take turns preparing dinner? We'll be living together for a while, so that should be helpful, right?
確かにそうだな。ついいつもの調子で考えてたけど。
It's honestly a lit household.
家族と同じだ。
This is dope.
飯ぐらい作るのは当たり前だし、俺も楽でいいや。
You're right. I was thinking of continuing as usual, but if you're going to be living here, you're just like family. It's normal for you to cook, so it'll be easier on me too.
決まりね。じゃあ今日はシロが当番ってこと。
Then it's decided. So let's say it's Shiro's turn today.
もうこんな時間だし、作戦会議は食べてからにしよう。
It's late already, so let's have our meeting after dinner.
いや、夕飯が交代制なのはいいけど、朝飯はどうするんだ？朝飯も交代制か？
I don't mind taking turns for dinner, but what are we going to do about breakfast? Will we be taking turns too?
ああ、朝はいいのよ。私食べないから。
Oh, breakfast is fun. I don't eat breakfast.
なんだそりゃ。勝手なこと言うな。朝飯ぐらい食べないと大きくなれないぞ。
What's that? Don't be ridiculous. You won't grow if you don't eat breakfast.
余計なお世話よ。人の生活スタイルに口を挟まないでちょうだい。
Mind your own business. Don't cut in my lifestyle.
とにかく今日の夕食はシロが作るの。ちゃんとした食べ物を出さないと話なんてしないからね。
Anyways, you'll be preparing dinner. I won't talk unless you cook something good, okay? Tosaka glares at me irritatedly.
わかったよ。勝手に作るけど、セイバーも飯は食うんだろ？
Alright, I'll make something. Saber, you're eating too, right?
用意してもらえるのでしたらぜひ。食事は重要な活力源ですから。
Certainly, if you will prepare some for me, food is an important source of energy.
了解。それじゃおとなしくしてろよ、二人とも。
Alright. Then be good, you two. I grab the apron and go to the kitchen. Fortunately, there's about 3 people's worth of ingredients in the refrigerator. I started cooking rice when I woke up, so it should be done in about half an hour. I glance at Tosaka and Saber from the kitchen. They look like they'd prefer Western-style meals over Japanese food. It's unlikely that Saber, let alone Tosaka, will understand the tastes of tofu and natto.
いや、そもそも。
Or natto, however you pronounce that.
セイバー。
No, more importantly, Saber might not be able to use chopsticks. I pondered this for a second, but I can't help it. There's only a limited range of dishes I can make with what's in the fridge. Anyways, there's some tofu. After thinking for a bit, I decide to make some deep-fried tofu. For soup, I'll make miso soup with seaweed and tofu. I have some chicken, so I'll make teriyaki out of it, and make that the main dish. I drain the water off the tofu, season the chicken, and cut the Japanese white radish while I'm at it. To make salad, I grate the white radish, cook some green peppers, and eat some ass.
この方針は決まっているのですか、リン。
Are you prepared from now on? Are your plans from now on determined, Rin?
さあ、情報がないから何とも言えないけど、とりあえずは他のマスターを探し出すことが先決かな。
Who knows? I can't say much since I don't have any information, but I think it's important to find out about the other masters.
残るマスターはあと4人。こっちがマスターだって知られずに探し出したいけど、さすがにうまくはいかないわよね。
There are 4 more masters. I want to search for them without them realizing I'm a master, but it probably won't go perfectly. I told them to be good, so what's with that dangerous conversation? Can't they see that I'm busy making dinner for the three of you? No, they aren't even looking.
4人じゃないぞ。5人だろ。マスターだって分かっているのは俺とお前しかいないじゃないか。
Tosaka, not 4 or 5. The only masters we know are you and me. I yell, holding the big pot for the deep fried tofu.
何言ってるのよ。私とシロ、それにイリアスフィールで3人でしょ。あなた、バザーカーのこともう忘れたの？
What are you talking about? You, me, and Elias Feel. Makes 3. Did you already forget about Bazaka? Oh. Oh yeah, that girl is a master too. Bazaka was so strong that I forgot, but still, I can't believe a girl that small is a master, who mercilessly tried to kill us.
どうせね、あなたのことだからイリアスフィールを敵だって認識してなかったんでしょ。それはいいから調理に専念しなさいってば。シロの実力がわからないと私が困るんだから。
I understand. You're you, so I bet you didn't see her as an enemy. It's fine. So concentrate on the cooking. It'll be a problem if I can't judge how good you are. I don't know how my cooking skills affects her, but what she says is correct. The preparation will be done soon, so I should concentrate on finishing dinner now.
Elias Feel. Berserker のマスターですね。
Elias Feel. You must mean Bazaka's master.
リンは彼女を知っているようでしたが。
Rin, you seem to know her.
まあね、名前ぐらいは知ってる。アインツベルンは何回か聖杯に届きそうになったっていう魔術師の家系だから。
Mane? Yeah, I know her name. Einzebern is a family lineage that has almost made it to the Holy Grail War. To the Holy Grail a few times.
聖杯戦争には慣れているということですね。
So they are well accustomed to the Holy Grail War.
でしょうね。他の連中がどうだか知らない。
It's kind of ironic because technically Saber was summoned by the Einsbergs last time, because Kiritsugu was working with them.
力の弱い英雄を強化するものよ。
Because of that Airi. But yeah. So they are well accustomed to Holy Grail War. I would think so. I don't know about the others yet, but I can't be wrong in saying that Elias Feel is our biggest obstacle. Usually Bazaka is a class chosen to strengthen a weak hero.
理性を代償にして英霊を強くするんだけど、そういった凶暴化した英雄の制御には莫大な魔力を必要とする。
It takes sanity away as compensation for strengthening the hero, but to control such an insane servant requires enormous amounts of magical energy.
あなたがバーサーカーになったら、
For example, if you became Bazaka,
このように話をすることもできませんね。協力者としての機能を一切排除し、戦闘能力だけを特化させたのがバーサーカーです。
I would not be able to talk like I am doing
それは
now.
氷の獅子を従えるようなもの。波の魔術師ではまず操れません。
Removing all roles as a collaborator and specializing in battle is how Bazaka is, but that is like subduing a wounded lion. A normal Mudgets will not be able to control it.
でしょうね。そこいらのマイナーな英霊がバーサーカーになった程度でも、波のマスターじゃ制御しきれない。
I'll bet a normal Mudgets can't control Berserker, even when some minor hero becomes it.
だっていうのに、イリアスフィールは超一流の英霊を召喚して、そいつをバーサーカーにして完全に支配してた。
But Elias Feel summoned a top-grade hero, made him Bazaka, and controlled him completely.
悔しいけど、マスターとしての能力は次元違いよ、あの子。
It's irritating, but her ability as a master is on a completely different level.
同感です。私たちの透明の問題は、その次元違いの相手に狙われているという現状ですか。
I feel the same way. Our current problem is that this exact master is after us.
うん。私のアーチャーはまだ戦線に出られるほど回復してない。セイバーはどう？もう傷はいいの？
Yeah, my archer hasn't healed enough to return to battle. How about you, Saber? Is your injury okay now?
通常の戦闘ならば支障はありませんが、バーサーカーを相手にできるほど回復はしていません。
It will not be a problem if I am to fight normally, but I am not healed enough to fight Bazaka.
バーサーカー戦の傷は完治しているのですが、ランサーから受けた傷には時間がかかるようです。
The injury from the battle against Bazaka is healed, but it seems it will take longer to heal the wound I received from Lanza.
そう。それじゃあやっぱり当面は様子見をするしかないかな。
I see, then I guess all we can do is wait and see for now.
それについては提案が。 アーチャーの目は鷹のそれと聞きます。彼には屋敷の周囲を見張ってもらうというのはどうでしょうか。
I have a suggestion about that. I hear Archer has sharp eyes. Would it be wise to keep him watch around the house?
そのつもりよ。あいつには屋根で見張りをさせるから、怪しいやつが近寄ってきたらすぐにわかるわ。この屋敷だって侵入者用の結界が張ってあるんだし、守りは万全でしょうね。
That's what I've been planning to do. I'll have him keep watch on the roof, so we should know right away if someone strange is approaching this place. This house has a boundary field that warns of intruders, so our defenses are perfect.
まあ、バーサーカーに攻め込まれたら逃げるしかないけど。
Though if Bazaka comes and attacks us, all we can do is run. True that. The two are continuing on without me. I'm a bit annoyed. I'm making dinner, so why are they talking without me? First of all, Tosaka is too friendly with Saber. Well, it's true that Tosaka isn't that friendly with me, so it helps if Saber talks to her, but, The face reflected in the glass of the kitchen cabinet looks disappointed. That's weird. Why am I angry? Yeah, duh. I prepared the dishes for the three of us and put the prepared dinner on the tray. I move on to the living room. Matt, Taku, don't talk about dangerous stuff during dinner time. I put the tray in front of Tosaka. Huh? What are you angry about, Shiro? Oh, should I have at least helped carrying it out? I'm not angry, but weren't you not going to be friendly? I glare at her. Tosaka goes, huh? And after that... She's the goat. She's about to fucking toy with him now. She's about to tease the shit out of him. Oh, God bless. Makes a frightening smile. We were just deciding on the structure for cooperation. Don't worry, I won't steal your saber. I can tell my face is blushing. I can tell what I'm angry about after Tosaka tells me. You! Oh, was I mistaken? Then I'm sorry, Emiya-kun. God, you. Oh, just keep talking. I retreat to the kitchen to get the rest of the food. She really got me. Tosaka is still smiling and Saber is expressionless as always. Man, I'm really worried about whether we can continue with this member. And that way dinner starts. I'm silent. With what happened earlier, it annoys me to talk to Tosaka, and I'm too embarrassed to even look at Saber. Saber eats dinner silently. Her gestures are elegant, and I can't possibly imagine she was swinging around a sword. And well, how should I put this? She nods every time she eats something she hasn't eaten before. Her gestures are strange. It must be her way of expressing that it's good. By the way, she is able to use chopsticks. On the other hand, Tosaka is. Alright, I'll win. She clenches her fist after taking a bite. Wait until tomorrow. Emiyashiro. She shakes her clenched fist. She wants to beat his ass at cooking. God bless. God. He has like the same reaction. Have I done something bad? No, she's just that competitive. About what you guys were talking about. Question mark. The two both raised their heads. Hold on the fuck on! Even one of them is enough to tense me up, so they shouldn't both react. What are you referring to? About what to do from now on. You guys were talking about it while I was cooking. About searching for other masters for now. Yeah, that. I was wondering what exactly you were going to do. Well, we can only look for them slowly.
魔術師の気配ぐらいはわかる？なら話は早いんだけど。
Oh yeah, can you at least sense other Muggy's presence? It'll be easy if that's the case.
わからない。2年近く学校にいて、遠坂が魔術師だったなんて知らなかったんだぞ。
No, I went to the same school as you for 2 years and I still didn't realize you were a Mujits, Tosaka.
やっぱりそうなのね。まあそれはいいわ。どうせ他の連中はみんな気配を立ってるだろうし。魔術師の気配からたどる線は無理っぽいもの。
Just as I thought. Well, that's fine. The others would be hiding their presence, so it should be impossible to find them from their traces anyway.
セイバーはどう？サーバントはサーバントを感知できるって言うけど。
How about you, Saber? I hear servants can detect other servants.
多少はできますが、あくまで身近で能力を行使している場合だけです。私では半径200メートルほどしか捉えられません。
I can somewhat, but only when they are using their abilities nearby. In my case, I can only detect them within about a 200-meter radius.
なるほどね。じゃあますます相手の出方を待つか、どこかおかしな場所を探すしかない。マスターが何か行動すれば、その功績は残るもの。私たちはそれを探り当てるってわけ。
I see. Then we'll have to wait for their actions or find some place where it seems strange. If a master acts, their traces should remain. So that means we are going to try to find those.
つまり、街中を調べろってことか。
So are you saying we should search throughout the town?
いいえ、それはやめた方がいいわ。あっちも網を張ってるから、そんなことしたら一発でマスターだってバレるわよ。
No, you shouldn't do that. They'll be searching too, so that'll tell them right away that you're a master.
とりあえずはこっちの体制が整うまでは後手に回りましょう。
For now, we must remember that P is stored in the balls, and that we shouldn't take the initiative until we are prepared.
今まで通りに生活してマスターだと悟られないこと。
Go through life as you were, and don't let them know that you're a master.
腕の霊視は他人に見られないように隠しておくこと。
Hide the command spell so no one will see it.
できるだけ人気のないところには行かないこと。
Try not to go to desolate places.
日が落ちたらすぐに戻ってくる。
Come home before dark. And what else?
外出するときはサーバントを連れて行くようにしてください。アーチャーはミンの護衛ができますか？
Please try to take your servant with you when you go outside. Can Archer guide you, Rin? Guard.
それぐらいならできるみたいね。霊体にして待機させておくから私は大丈夫よ。問題は
I guess you can do that much. I'll have him ready in spirit form, so it should be okay. The problem is
私のマスターですね。
my master.
そう。ちょっと聞いてるシロ。外出するときはちゃんとセーバーを連れて行きなさいよ。人目につかないようにするのが私たちのルールだけど、中には昼間から襲いかかってくるバカがいるかもしれない。
Right, are you listening, Shiro? Take Saber with you when you go anywhere. It's our rule to stay out of people's sight, but some idiot might attack us in the middle of the day.
そういう時に備えてセーバーとは一緒にいなさいよね。
Have Saber with you in case of things like
だ
that.
った。努力はする。
Alright, I'll try. I respond without interest. I understand what she's saying, but I'm resistant to being with Saber all the time. I feel nervous talking to Tosaka, but Saber makes me even more nervous. No, it's wrong to say I'm nervous. I'm just bad at talking with Saber. What is it?
なんでもない。おかわりなら継ぐから茶碗よこせよ。
Nothing, I'll give you more, so give me your bowl.
いえ、結構です。実に見事な味付けでした。
No, I am fine. It was very good, Shiro. I look away before I realize I can't even look at her normally. So how can I stay with her all the time? You get used to it, buddy.
ああ、でもダメか。セイバーは霊体になれないんだから学校までついてこられない。
Hey man, just have her enroll as a transfer student like every other anime. Oh, it's no good though. Saber can't become a spirit, so she won't be able to follow you to school.
学校？シローは学生なのですか？
School? Are you a student, Shiro?
そうだけど、ああ、そうか。セイバーは生徒じゃないんだから学校には入れない。学校に行っている間はうちで待機してもらうしかないかな。
That's right. No, Saber isn't a student, so she can't enter the school. She'll just have to stay here while I go to school.
学校に行かないということはできないのですか、シロー？
Can't you not go to school, Shiro?
できないよ。普段通り生活しろってんなら学校には行かなくちゃ。それに学校に危険はない。
I
人
can't.
がいる場所ってのもそうはないぞ。
If you want me to live normally, I have to go to school, and there's no danger at school. There aren't many places with that many people.
ですが
But
大丈夫よセイバー。学校には私だっているんだから、もしもの時はフォローするわ。
it's alright, Saber. I'll be at school too, so I'll back him up in case of emergencies.
だからもしもの時なんてないって。
I'm saying there won't be emergencies.
わかりました
Any-
マスターがそう言うのでしたら従います
I understand. If Master says so, says so, I will obey. Saber nods, though she looks discontent. Boom. The night wears on. It seems Tosaka has prepared and taken her bath while I was cleaning up after dinner. God, I wish I was in there. XD. XD. That's probably in the back of Shiro's mind. Jeez. It seems really, she's really selfish from her first day here.
今後のためにも早いうちに主導権を握っておくべきだろう
I
な。
should seize the initiative from now on. I know that, but seizing the initiative from her seems really difficult.
こんなんついでに言えば頭が痛いのがもう一人いるんだよな。
Man, on the subject of difficulties, there's one more that's giving me trouble. No, rather, the main problem. Tosaka will understand if I talk to her, but this person doesn't seem to understand how much I talk to her.
セイバーか。悪いやつじゃないっていうのだけはわかるんだけど。
Saber, huh? I know she's not a bad person, but... Saber is back in her room. Tosaka should be resting in her room, in the outbuilding. I'm the only one in the living room. There's still time until bedtime, so I should talk to Saber. Honestly, I have to get over my inability to talk to her, or I'm worried about our future. First of all, ignoring her being a servant and all, she's a girl from a younger age. There are a lot of things I'll find out about from talking to her, and most of all,
いとこ慣れないといつまで経っても遠坂に冷やかされる。
I have to get used to her, or Tosaka will constantly make fun of me. Yeah, that's troubling. It's troubling, so I should be able to talk to her more lightheartedly. I return to my room. Next door, past this one, small sheet is Saber's
セイ
room.
バー起きてるか。
Saber, are you awake?
起きています何かありましたかマスター
I am awake. Is something wrong? Masta? Opening the sliding door silently, Saber enters. I hold on to my heart, pounding from having her actually in front of me. Calm down. I'm just going to talk to her as a master.
白顔色が優れませんが傷が開いたのですか
Shiro, you do not look well. Have your wounds opened up?
いや、そんなことはない。体の方はとっくに大丈夫だ。
No.
そう言うなら、セイバーの方こそいいのか。
That's not it. I'm fine already. Are you fine?
はい問題はありません今の状態では完治まで時間はかかりますがこのままでも平均値はクリアしていますからバーサーカー以外の相手ならば互角に渡り合えるでしょう
Yes, there is no problem. With my current condition, it should take some time to fully heal, but I'm still above my average. It should be able to match anyone other than Bazaka. It's not confidence or boasting. She's probably just telling the truth. I have no response. Saber's statement should be encouraging to a master, but I don't want such a slender girl to fight.
その一つ聞くけど、セイバーは戦うこと以外に何か目的はないのか。せっかくここにいるんだから、他にしたいこととかあるだろ。
I'll ask you something. Don't you have any other objective other than fighting? You're in this time, so you don't have anything else you want to do?
他の目的ですかそのようなことはありませんがサーバントは戦うためだけに呼び出されたものです
Other objectives? I do not have any such things. Servants are only summoned to fight.
それ以外の目的など余分なだけだシローの発言はひどく的が外れています
Any other objectives are useless. Your statements are misdirected. I thought so. I'm pretty much asking one who was summoned to fight not to fight. It's not that I want to tell her that. Well, how should I put this? Saber is lacking in humanity. It would be fine if she were only going to fight, but she's in front of me as an actual person. So it's wrong for her just to fight. If Saber is actually here, I have to have her do something she enjoys.
セイバー、サーバントってのは過去の英雄なんだろ。 なら、
Hey Saber, servants are heroes from the past, right? So I stopped myself before I asked her what she was like before.
私の新名は教えられません。
I cannot tell you my real name. Saber said that before as a secret between us. So even if I asked her about her past, she wouldn't answer.
シロ、言いかけてやめるのはよくありません。必要な質問なら答えますが。
Shiro, it is not good to stop what you have begun to say. I shall answer if it is
い
necessary.
や、今のは忘れてくれ。バカなことを口走りそうになっただけだ。
No, forget about it. I was just about to say something stupid. I say that averting my gaze. It really was something stupid. I shouldn't have been interested in Saber's true identity, and she refused because she couldn't tell me. If I bring it up again, it will only prove that I'm a no-good master, repeating a useless question. But what else is there to talk about besides that? If I can't ask about Saber, the only thing that remains is about me. That would be even more meaningless, though. Now I'm just gonna do what I want. If I can't ask her about her true identity, I'll get ready to have her look at me strangely, and I'll ask about things such as what she likes and what she wants for breakfast and...
シロ、あなたから質問がないのなら、私から尋ねていいでしょうか。
Shiro, if you do not have any questions, may I ask you?
いいけど、何？
No, you can, but what?
昨夜のことです。シロは私を助けようとしてバーサーカーに打ち倒されました。
About yesterday, you were cut by Bazaka while trying to save me. You remember that? Is that correct?
覚えているけど、なんだよ。朝の続きをしたいのか？軽率な行動だったってのは分かってるから、あんまり思い出させないでくれ。
I know it was a thoughtless action, so don't remind me about it. It makes me feel sick.
それは私も同じです。ですがこれは、あなたという人間を知るために聞いておくべきことだと思う。
I feel the same way, but I feel that I must ask you to
シ
understand.
ロ、あなたはなぜバーサーカーに向かったのです。
Why did you stand up to Bazaka?
近寄ればどうなるか、シロには分からなかったのですか。
Did you not understand what might happen to you if you approached us?
それは。
That's... I knew that. I understood that I'd be killed if I approached, but I didn't try to save Saber out of optimism, that I'd be safe while doing so. Back then, all I thought about was saving Saber. I didn't care about what would happen afterwards. At that time, the most important thing for me was saving Saber. Probably it was just that my fear of not being able to save Saber was greater than my fear of getting killed.
悪い、忘れた。
Sorry, I've totally
一緒の
forgotten.
ことだったからな。その時の考えなんてわからない。きっと気が動転していたんだ。そうでもなけりゃ、あんな特攻はできない。
It happened in an instant, so I do not know what I was thinking. I was probably confused, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do something so suicidal. Perhaps because Saber's eyes were so serious. I don't tell her the truth. I just say something to get out of this situation.
つまり、ただ自然に私を助けようとしたのですね。
So in other words, you automatically tried to save me.
自然じゃない。気が動転してたって言っただろ。
It wasn't automatic, I told you, I was
もう
confused.
一回あんなことになったら、その時はきっとガタガタ震えてる。
If something like that happens again, I'll probably be trembling.
そうですね。それが正常な人間です。自らの命を無視して他人を助けようとする人間などいない。
I see, that is normal for a human. No human would try to save another while ignoring their own
そ
life.
れは英雄と呼ばれた者たちでさえ例外ではないでしょう。
Even heroes should be no exception to that.
ですから、そんな人間がいるとしたら、その人物の内面はどこか欠落しています。
So, if someone like that exists, they would be lacking
その
something.
欠落を抱えたまま進んでは、待っているのは悲劇だけです。
If he continued with that missing thing, only tragedy would await. Her deep green eyes are trying to tell me something. I take that
し
and
つこいぞ、セイバー。あれは気の迷いだって言ってるだろ。俺だって死ぬのは怖いんだ。そんな聖人君子になんてなれるもんか。
you're persistent, Saber. I told you I was just confused. I'm scared of death too. I can't be a saint.
次にあんなことになったら、その時はセイバーより自分を優先させるさ。
If something like that happens again, I'll save myself before you. I deflected with heartless words.
それはよかった。私の思い違いなら問題はないでしょう。ええ。確かにシロは臆病です。道さえ間違えなければ、きっと正しい魔術師になれる。
That is good. It should be no problem if it was just a misinterpretation on my part. Yes, you certainly are a coward. If you do not make any mistakes, you will become a proper Mudgets.
なんだよ。臆病に見えるのか。
Hey, what's with that? Do I look like a coward?
ええ、とても。置かれた状況を受け入れるために努力するあたりが特に。そういった賢明さを時に臆病というのです。恐れを知らない者は賢者になれないのと同じですね。
Very much so. Mostly the part where you try your best to accept the situation you are in. Such wisdom is sometimes called cowardice. It is the same as saying that a man without fear cannot be wise. She must be relieved. Saber says this, smiling a bit. That gesture is so lovely and elegant. Because of it, I cannot think of anything else to say, and we end up staying in the room together a while. And night falls. It's not like I need to talk to Saber or Tosaka, so bedtime comes as usual. It's 11 o'clock. The lights in the house are turned off, and the people in it sleep to prepare for tomorrow. I can't sleep. Oh god. I open my eyes, still on my side. It's the room I've grown accustomed to sleeping in, but it's different today. Jeez, why can't I? It's so quiet. So why can't I hear Saber's breathing in the next room? No, I know. If it's so quiet, it's only natural for me to be able to hear what's going on in the next room. And being able to hear her sleeping makes me imagine her sleeping. Okay. Damn it, I can't sleep like this. I'm tired of this hell. I climb out of the futon trying not to wake Saber, and I retreat to my usual place. Thank God. I thought Saber would notice, but she must be pretty dull. Or maybe she just sleeps deeply. I wonder for a moment whether she can really protect her master like that. But there's no danger now. If servants are connected to their masters, she should wake up when her master is in danger. Tosaka seems to be asleep. The lights there are off. She must be defiant or just adaptable. Tosaka must have gotten used to this place in just a day. Well, it really does help having her around and all. Yeah, it helps, even if it's troubling sometimes. For example, the bandage wrapped around my hand. Hide the command spell, huh? I didn't realize until she told me. The command spells are a master bears appear somewhere on their arm. In my case, it is on the back of my left hand. I can't hide it with my clothes, so I'm hiding it with a bandage, even though it looks unnatural. It's winter, so I'll wear something long over it. Why don't you just wear gloves, dude? When you go outside, at least, it would make sense. Tosaka has hers around the middle of her right hand, or somewhere like that. They say the command spell is different for each master, but I don't think I'll ever see Tosaka's command spell. The shed is silent. This is the place where Lancer cornered me yesterday, and where Saber appeared. The door is still open, and the inside is dark, as if denying anyone's entry. But this darkness is familiar to me. The old building that I used to play in, the place you could call my real room, stands silently in the cold winter night. Tres on. I enter. I close the door to shut out the outside air and turn on the old stove. Yeah, I considered skipping it for just for today, but I shouldn't. Father would get mad at me if I skipped it 2 days in a row. I sit in the middle of the shed and take a deep breath. Training should be continued without rest. Magic is mental training for me, so I shouldn't neglect it for minor reasons. I adjust my breathing and begin my training. Inside my head is the usual image, the image of the sword that appears in my empty head. I ignore it and clear my mind. Once I let magical energy flow through me, it's the usual practice of strengthening. The strengthening magic, which I succeeded at for the first time in a few years, after being attacked by Lancer. I have to repeat it before I forget it, and make sure I master it, or it'll be a waste. Tres. I half close my eyes and release the contents of my lungs. Right now, this is all. Everything goes away once I'm concentrating on this. The Holy Grail War, Saber, Tosaka. If I empty my mind and forget about all the doubts I have, I should be able to sleep tonight. Alright, and we're going to conclude this episode right here. So if you enjoyed, go ahead and slap a like, comment, sub, do what you need to do, and I'll catch you in the next one. This has been a pretty long episode, because I'll have to merge what I recorded yesterday with today. This is like an hour and a half. Yesterday, this is going to be like 2-3 hours, fuck. But anyway, peace out. Hope you enjoyed.